What's going on? Happy New Year to y'all. Y'all already know this podcast. I've told y'all this multiple times. If you've been watching me, you've been listening to me for the past, year. You know that this podcast is unorthodox, it's different. And this episode here is actually being recorded on January 1st, 2024. We made it to another year, y'all. So congratulations. I'm happy to be here, happy to be alive and able to make more content for y'all. This is the first time I'm using this tripod in the car, and I'm actually kind of geeked because I could have literally been using this since like October, but things happen and you don't think about it. Hopefully my hands are not ashy. That is crazy. Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, so I could have been using this, but hey, we're here. I am staying safe, don't worry. Got my hands on the wheel, looking out there. But I'm really glad that, we get to share this moment. So y'all gonna come with me for a second and experience my day a little bit. Not the whole day, just a little bit of it. A little portion. All right, I'm back. I'm at my destination. We made it to where we're trying to go to. I'm actually about to get out in a few moments. Y'all might get to see, y'all might not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I wanted to give you guys an update on why y'all haven't seen a couple episodes for a little minute. It's been like 2 weeks, I think. And that's because of the holidays, right? So I did it differently than I usually do. Like I said, I've only done 2 seasons of this podcast if you're new. So if you haven't checked out any of the podcasts, definitely go back and check out season 1. I put that on at the beginning of 2023, and that entire season is out and on streaming platforms. It is a very unorthodox podcast. As y'all can see, this podcast in itself is different from the norm. I intend it to be that way because I don't want to be like everybody else. That's just not my intention. But also, being that that season was what it was, there was a theme around it, which was embracing imperfections. And so you'll see that and hear that throughout, listening to that podcast, because I recorded everything on AirPods, an iPhone, and that was about it, right? And I just wanted it to be raw, real, and in the moment. That was really important for me. So another layer to that is for this podcast, for this season, there was a separate theme and whatnot. And so really, I wanted to bring you guys into this space where we could talk about seasonal depression. I can give you guys my perspective, my experiences, any information that I can give, and value that I can give to you all, while also walking you all through this, right? And not that I'm like, I'm gonna walk you through. No, like just being with you guys through this process. One thing I made sure for myself, just for my own boundary, was just to be able to still be with family during the holidays, because I know this time is holiday time period. So during Thanksgiving, I made sure to just be with family. During Christmas, and even for the New Year's holiday, celebrating. I had a great time. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I had a really great time this year, or 2023, experiencing the holidays with my family. It was definitely I think it was just new because of the simple fact that I don't know if anybody, whoever's watching, you're probably at different ages, but I'm 23. Being a 20-year-old coming up, or being in your 20s and coming up in this period of time where you are dealing with life in general, like the 20s are very, very difficult. It's a very difficult time because there's a lot of things happening. There's just life is going on. Pressures and stress happens a lot during this time, like really high stress moments. And you are in this period of time where your brain is trying to put the last couple pieces together to fully develop you by the time you get to 25, right? And so during this time, you're just put through a lot of different things, physically, mentally, spiritually, that are going to prepare you to who you are going to become, but at the same time, it's still a difficult process. And so coping with that has definitely been a challenge in itself. But I know when it comes to the holidays, for a lot of us, I don't know everybody's experiences, but I know for myself, a lot of times we spend the holidays together, my family, friends, all that, right? We're doing different things. It's usually a tradition that was formed around the holidays, whether you go travel somewhere, whether you are spending time with family, having game nights, doing something specific. Like me and my family, we used to do like matching pajamas, you know what I'm saying? And on New Year's Eve, open one gift type stuff, right? And as you get older, these things change, right? And that's a hard pill to swallow, because the reality is, you crave, this past experience that you're used to having. And the reality of growing up is that things are going to change and it's inevitable, right? You really can't help that. And you're always trying to cling on to this, nostalgic moment. And it's great that we can reflect on the past and have a great memory, but it's hard when you're in the present now and the memories that you once had are no longer able to happen, because there's a difference in everything. There's a difference in how you feel and where you were. As a child, you were more innocent. You didn't have the bills and the struggles of an adult, and now you're an adult and have those bills and struggles. So those bombard you in the emotional space of your mind, alongside the desire to actually want to experience a really good Christmas, Thanksgiving, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. So I realized that, right? And so now I'm sitting here in the new year, and I'm like, dang, like I really had a great year. I can't lie, I've had a really great year. There's been a lot that's gone on. It's good, bad, ugly, everything, but I've had a really great year. And I think that was something that I did intentionally, was just like took time to be with my family during the holidays and try to create new traditions, try to create new things. And you don't even have to make the same thing happen every single year. I think even if you do it that way, where it is happening every single year, feel free to be flexible, switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Allow change to occur and embrace it, right? Embracing the imperfections that happen. So that's kind of a full circle moment. I love that. So yeah, that's why I did not do any episodes prior. But I mean, this in itself it wraps up what I've been talking about anyway. I feel for everybody that is going through the holidays, that has gone through the holidays, and they've been dealing with, just that nostalgic, emotional moment. I know it's hard because you're just like, dang, I wish this was this, and I wish this, especially if you've lost anyone, throughout the past couple years. That's a hard pill to swallow as well. It's just, not being with that loved one during the holidays can be very challenging. So I send you my love, my, peace and support. I know that is difficult, and, you will get through it. You really will get through it. I just say embrace every day that you're here. That's all you really can do most times, is just embrace that you're here, that you're able to move forward, and do your best. Try your best, do your best. That's all I can ask from you. So yeah, this episode, I don't intend for it to be any longer than this, really. I just wanted to say hello to everyone. Happy New Year to you all. And I hope that, while you are taking time with your families throughout the holiday season, or even as you come into this new year, be patient with yourself, show grace to yourself. You are about to set, or you have already set, many new goals and many new accomplishments in your future, near future especially. So I really hope that you just take your time. Don't get discouraged when you might have a slip up, and don't beat yourself up over your imperfections, because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We're all progressing, and as long as you are progressing, that's all that matters, right? You're taking your time to get there. Take it gradually, take it slowly, take it at your own pace, right? Don't worry about what so-and-so is doing with their project and their different thing. It doesn't matter. That's what their project is. That's what their pace is. You have a separate pace. You have a separate project. You have a separate goal. Focus on you. Lock in, tap in, and you're going to be all right. This is the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to the Phoenix Peace podcast. I really, really appreciate you all. I'm so thankful that you guys come here and you listen and you tap in with me. Definitely make sure you go ahead and find me on all the streaming platforms. Leave a review when you can, and also follow me on Instagram at Phoenix Speaks. That's PHENIX Speaks. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, all that good jazz. So love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, love, Phoenix.